Seibert just signed, kicking off for New York to Cavante Turpin, as Seibert had to replace the injured Greg Zuerlein, the former Cowboy kicker, who was injured in practice on Tuesday. Zuerlein injuring a quad. So here is Seibert, who's been around the league for a few years. And he puts toe to it and delivers a touchback. So now Dak and the Dallas offense, they didn't have to do much last week. They've been able to save some things that they had in the game plan for last week against the Giants and have them apply perhaps to today.
Yeah, it's a rarity when you go on the road and win 40-0 or just to win like that. But I think that's a good thing, right? Because you kind of get this new offense off the ground, and obviously you want to be perfect, but you're really protecting the football and ensuring a victory, and they did that last week.
And they're coming out with 3 wide receivers to start things, Tony, with Pollard the running back. And he's looking for a seam, and he finds one. Wiggles for about 4. Pollard had 70 yards last week rushing and a couple of touchdowns, tackled by Michael Carter. Mike McCarthy, you see him already now sending in a play. This is one thing to watch for this year is the Cowboys. Of course, Kellen Moore was not re-signed, and Mike McCarthy said, I want to do the play calling.
And the head coach is usually going to win, but I think he has done a wonderful job in camp, and really you're going to see a lot of these type of runs and a lot more movement in the run game this year. And I think you're going to see a lot of old Aaron Rodgers plays that a lot of people have seen come up a lot.
And you're going to see up-tempo also. They'll send it in and snap it quickly as Quinnen Williams leads this impressive New York Jets defense.
Very impressive. Great on all 3 levels. The front 4, the linebacking crew, and the back end. This is a formidable opponent.
First down after a couple of Pollard runs. Now he gets the reception for about 3, maybe 4. So Pollard is the lead back after they allowed Zeke Elliott to go into free agency, and Elliott now a member of the Patriots. But what do you expect out of Pollard this year, Tony?
He's going to have a great year. I mean, he's really a unique talent, Jim, in that you can use him everywhere. They're going to use him in the pass game, outside, inside runs, outside.
Here's Dowdle, who gives him a spell and runs it up to within a couple of yards of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. Boy, there's some interesting matchups here today. So many interesting stories here, but one of them is right in the trenches. You got Zach Martin, 6-time first-team All-Pro, against Quinnen Williams. How about that one?
This is a what is it? Iron strength versus strength. I mean, these two are the class in the National Football League, both in the top 3 at their positions. And I'm telling you, this is going to maybe decide the game.
3rd and 2 from the 44. Quick toss. CD has the first down at the 50. Got a little block on the outside from Tolbert, but that was there for the taking, and Dak and the Cowboys pick up another first.
A little misalignment here because you're in the run game, and Mosley has to play both. A quick screen outside and an inside run, and really a good design by Coach McCarthy there to get someone an easy completion for a first down.
That's CD's signal for a first down. By the way, they're without Brandon Cooks, out with a knee, inactive. Here's a 1st and 10. Looking down the field, going deep, and he's got him again. It's Lamb with the reception near the 25-yard line.
Wow, and what a great throw and an unbelievable catch. DJ Reed playing really well on the opposite side of Sauce Gardner as the defensive back over there, but he's going to get called for holding, number 4.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 4. Penalties decline. All the plays are first down.
This shows you how talented CD is. Right there, it's a slant and go. DJ gets his hands on him, gets called for the hold, but then to be able to get your momentum back outside and then high point the catch and then bring it down. Wow. Adams is coming bearing down on you. Impressive.
They press it down at the 24, and here comes Pollard again, stretching it out for about 3.
I want you to watch how fast Dallas gets in and out of the huddle. So they're substituting, another player's coming in, and this is going to be a difference right here. They're going to get in this huddle, they're going to call this play, and boom. That's about as quick as you'll see in the National Football League when you're huddling up, and that's because Coach McCarthy's done this for so many years. He gets that play call in so early, and that's an advantage for offenses.
2nd down and 8. Again, pocket is clean. Pass across the middle. What a hit. But bouncing off of it And retreating 2 yards is Pollard. And you saw already, you can see a difference, just an untrained eye like mine watching the footwork of Prescott. This is a big thing that Dak talked with us yesterday about.
Yeah, he's gotten now with one of the great footwork coaches. We just talked about Coach McCarthy and the way he's going to get him in and out of the huddle, but the footwork, he learned this from Bill Walsh, Joe Montana. It started off. Then it goes to Young, then to Favre, then to Rodgers. And the footwork is hitch. You don't take a second hitch to the same guy. You move to the next one, and then go.
3rd and 6. He has to step up with his feet and take off. And he has the first down to the 5 and dives to the 4. A Jets defense that's only allowed 1 opening drive touchdown in the last 15 games. Sees Dallas driving on him right away.
Great job by Dowdle, the running back, coming across, picking up a blitzing linebacker, and Dak does the rest. You saw the footwork there. 1 hitch, second hitch, go. You're not trying to create fine things. That's what gets you in trouble. You're going to see the same thing on the other side with Zach Wilson. See if he makes that leap.
2 tight ends. Watch Jake Ferguson, 87 lined up on that right side.
Strength versus strength. It's right here. Red zone offense, number 1 against a great red zone defense.
They go with Pollard on the handoff for 2.
In some ways, I think this game will come down to this, right? There's 2 things. Can Zach Wilson go against a dynamic defense, protect the football, and still have those winning plays in the second half? And then the second one will be who's able to get touchdowns in the red zone. 2 dynamic defenses who will adjust quickly and make it hard on you. This is an opportunity for Dallas. We'll see if the Jets can hold them.
They bring in Lipke, the fullback. They'll go with Pollard again. Pollard is met quickly behind the line for a loss of 1.
And we talk about Quinnen Williams.
They just blew that up, didn't he?
Yeah, get used to this over and over again. You're going to see right here on this left side. Watch this swim move right there, and that's against an all-pro for many years, Tyron Smith. I mean, this guy, his size, strength, intellect, I mean, he has it all. This is a complete football player in his prime right now, Jim.
3rd and goal from the 4. Dak looking left, going left. There he is, 87, Ferguson with the touchdown.
After the rough week last week with some of the drops, they're very high on him in Dallas. In our meeting with Coach McCarthy, they said he's going to come back and have a great game. And I can remember Jim Nance saying, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it. Ferguson, put him in your fantasies. He's getting a touchdown tomorrow. Now, you might have even said he's going to get the first one. You just had a feeling. You called it yesterday in the meeting, Jim.
Well, I told it to your son, your oldest, Hawk. I said, go get him. He's going to be good for 6 tomorrow. In front of Coach McCarthy, who didn't react. But just watching practice, you could see it coming. So Cowboys drive it right down the distance. 75 yards in 12 plays, and Aubrey adds the extra point.
Well, that's Nanstradamus for you right there. And Cowboys off to a great start. What a drive against a fantastic, at the end of the year, both these defenses, Jim, I think will be in the top 3 in the National Football League. And that was really easy if you're a Cowboy fan. That you don't expect that right away against this defense.
Well, look at that kick by Aubrey. That'll bring out Zach and the Jets at the 25. And my goodness, what's it like in this position already in a pressure cooker, and you're down 7 on the road before even taking a snap?
He knows how big this game is. I mean, there's so many people wanting to judge him and just see if he can handle this type of pressure. And we're not just talking about the external pressure inside, it's also the pressure the Cowboys are going to give you. But does that add to it, being down 7? Yes. But your job, if you're mentally tough, Jim, just play it as if it's 0-0 and make the right play over and over again, regardless of score.
He's got Breece Hall lined up behind him. What a spectacular return for him last week. They call on him right away, and hey, DeMarcus Lawrence says, step back. Loss of 3.
And Lawrence still playing at an incredibly high level. He's done it for many years. And right here, after the Jets did an outstanding job running the football against Buffalo last week, DeMarcus Lawrence takes on Uzama, the tight end, and just shoves him aside and makes a play. Man, they come at you in waves, Jim. They've got so much depth on this defensive line, and they are fast.
2nd and 14. They've got both backs in, including Dalvin Cook, along with Hall. Loss of 4 on that opening play for the Jets. And now staying in the pocket and completing the throw out to the 30. Ripped it right in there to Allen Lazard.
Boy, is that a good sign if you're a Jets fan. Your first throw on the road against, a team who literally led the league the last 2 years in takeaways, and that hasn't been done since the '72 Steelers, the old steel curtain. That is a great sign. I'm telling you, that is big for his confidence right there.
3rd and 5. You're talking 67 takeaways by that Dallas defense of Dan Quinn over the last 2 years. Amazing. Micah Parsons, watch him. He's standing up at the top, ready to pounce.
He gets off the ball as fast as anyone.
There he gets him. It is Parsons who decks him back at the 21.
You just feel this. Watch the speed. He goes up and under, and nobody does as good a job. Watch this. They line all these guys up so that way they account for all the guys on the offensive line, and now you'd have to pass that off and communicate on the road. That's difficult because the tackle's not going against him. He's going to move all the way back in through the center.
Thomas Morstead went to college right here at SMU long ago. He's had a wonderful career. Barely beat the play clock and able to boot it to the 30, where Turpin makes the fair catch. The Jets defense coming right back onto the field. Parsons ends that series quickly. Here they go with their second series. Come out throwing, and again, it's Lamb with his 3rd catch, this time for about 4.
Excellent job getting the ball out of your hands quickly. Dak's done that on each drive here, and I'm seeing the footwork that they've worked all offseason on. The West Coast system, the Joe Montana. Hits there, hits the next one, go.
Deuce Vaughn is the running back, and they try him off right guard. As the crowd shouts out his name, and Deuce maybe got a yard out of that. They can hurry up. This is, again, up tempo. The pace is different. The tempo has changed under the stewardship on offense of McCarthy. 3rd and 5 it is. Pass. Took him a while to catch it, and that probably cost him the first down. Vaughn able to eventually hold on to it, but the Jets and Quincy Williams able to hit him on the spot, and that's it for the Cowboys this time round.
It's an excellent pressure by Huff to make Dak get rid of the ball, and really that would have been a first down. You see the closing speed by Williams and Mosley there, and that was an important play right there. And those are the kind of nondescript that come back and haunt you later on if you end up losing the game.
Guess who's back deep for the Jets?
Who?
Xavier Gibson.
Oh, tell me about it.
Man, I don't need to. I think he was on just about every show this week.
Yeah,
and rightfully so.
Last week?
Oh, he was something else. The 65-yard return, one of the great moments for the Jets in a long, long time to end it against the Bills on Monday night. 50-yard punt right there by Brian Anger. And the Jets now will get a second turn on offense.
Incredible if you get a chance to come here and see it.
Jets begin this drive at the 10 with Cook. Stutter step to find something. There's not much, but able to go through the pile for 2, maybe 3. Hankins was waiting for him. Well, on Zach Wilson's timeline, 2nd overall pick just a couple of years ago. That rookie season, he got 13 starts. And last year, we got into this with Coach Sala about why they benched him, and he was pretty forward with it last year. And of course, just 4 plays into the game last week, comes in for Aaron Rodgers, who's no doubt watching, and we all wish you the very best, Aaron, in your return.
Yes, we do.
Here's Cook breaking a couple of tackles, and he's within a couple of yards of a first. We heard about it so much as Rodgers was upright and going well during camp and everything, about how good this is going to be for Zach Wilson, being mentored by him. Did he have enough time with him to make a difference?
He definitely, you can make a difference in a very short amount of time. I think a lot of quarterbacks learn through osmosis sometimes, just by being around or seeing, a great quarterback play. But then to have someone really take you under his wing, I think there's a chance that might show itself and manifest itself this year.
3rd and a short 2, and the Cowboys. It's Cook. Boy, he didn't give up easily, did he? What an effort by Cook. But Odighizuwa was the one who held on and pushed him back, and the Jets are denied by a half yard.
Well, and I really think Odighizuwa, who had 2 sacks last week, has really come on. This is another great football player on this side of the ball for the Cowboys, and that right there just shows you the difference, I think, in Dallas this year and why they're more complete. I thought teams could kind of bully them from time to time in the run game, right? Running up the middle, that's the only Achilles heel they would have. I think they shored that up, going and having Hankins now. You know, they brought him in last year, and then Mozzie Smith, and then to have guys like Odighizuwa do that.
Oh, it's a fake, and up the middle they go to pick up the first down.
Wow.
How about that? The Jets able to surprise them with Ashton Davis. The up back takes the snap, and Salah goes for a little trickery from his own 19-yard line.
Wow, that shows you he's not scared. This is very aggressive early in the game, and it's a great call. A lot of times, and special teams coach Brent Boyer, you're always coming up with ways to get that first down, but you got to make that call and decision. And if you get the right look, you go with it. Huge moment for New York. That kind of stops the momentum of Dallas and gives it back to you.
From the 23. A little bobble on the exchange, but got to Hall in time for him to take off as Diggs tries to chase him out near another first.
Yeah, and you see the speed right there. Last week with the 83-yard long run. I mean, you know what's crazy about this Jets team? You're going to watch the speed. He gets in here and then goes, boom. He's got Le'Veon Bell-type patience. And then when he cuts, he's got that burst to run away as he does from Van Der Esch there. But think about this last year. In the draft, Jim, you got Breece Hall, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Sauce Gardner, you had the offensive defensive rookies of the year, and then Breece Hall was probably leading that, and he wasn't the guy.
Here's a 2nd and 1. Wilson looks down the field, and that was intended for Garrett Wilson, so it'll be 3rd and 1. JB and Coach Cowher have an update for us back in New York.
Giants' defensive woes continue.
Yeah, big time. Josh Dobbs going to run 23 yards right here for the touchdown. And Arizona already has 184 yards in the first quarter. They lead 14-0.
Back to Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson.
Holy cow, how about that to start the year with the Giants down 54-0 overall. Here's a 3rd and 1 as the Jets try to go sneak.
That's going to be short. It was like a half version of the push that the Eagles started, right? It was like, you should probably get up there and push him a little more.
Uzama ended up with the football. Yeah, why don't more time? I know not everyone has Jalen Hurts at quarterback, but the Eagles' short yardage play has been almost unstoppable, and yet not that copied by anybody.
Yeah, I saw a few more teams this year do it, but you're exactly right. It's not just Jalen Hurts, and it's not just the pushing, though. You see the splits? You're able to get inside, and guess who's right involved in that play? Micah Parsons again, but they have it all. The Eagles are the tightest condensed team to do it, so it's like they figured out a couple tricks with it, Jim. It's hard to copy something unless you know the subtlety of it.
That's a nod to Sirianni.
100%.
And that staff that you admire so much. His Morstead, 47 yards with his first punt. This one even better. Backing up Turpin with a flag tossed. Turpin with the fair catch at the 9. So that punt traveled 59 yards. Clete Blakeman and his crew down on the field calling this one.
Journey kick, holding, receiving team number 26. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down, Dallas.
Called on Bland, who had a touchdown return last week. As that Dallas defense is special to the stadium record. 506 passing yards in one game 10 years ago against the Broncos.
Wow, that guy was amazing.
I was here to see it.
Oh, wait, that's me.
That's right. You remember that guy.
By the way, that 4th down, them getting the fake punt.
Start. Offense number 88. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. Still first down.
Has created the field position difference, right? I mean, even though they might only get another 10 yards, 8 yards, but right there, all of a sudden, you change the ability to get the field position. And now you got Dallas all the way backed up, and they got to be careful coming out against a defense like this.
So it's a 1st and 12 now for Dallas. Quick slant, and he's got Lamb in stride. CD Lamb spinning and going. Big gain, ball's out. Covered up. Biotish fell on it at the end, was knocked out by Sauce Gardner, but the play goes for 32 yards.
I take it back. The Jets got to be worried about them being aggressive coming out. What a great job by Dak Prescott hitting his back foot and fitting it right between the zone, holding the inside defenders. And this is what CD Lamb does best. He does a lot of things well, Jim, but truly his run after catch and his ability to take off, you're always scared he's going to score.
By the way, that was a fumble, so Biotish all the way down the field for the recovery.
Here we go.
That's a great point.
Now Biotish snaps it back to Prescott, and that'll close out the first quarter with Pollard up the middle for a couple.
That's why you hustle, because you never know when that ball's going to come right to you.
7-0 Cowboys after 1. Ferguson with a touchdown catch. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Jets have now gone 9 straight games without a first quarter touchdown. 2nd and 8 for Dallas. Prescott rolls out and takes the quick throw to Tolbert for a gain of about 6.
Jim, watch this. These are winning plays. Biotish, the center. You have a receiver catch a ball, and you're just going to run behind him just in case. And this is going to the Jets 100%. That ball was a fumble. It's going the other way. But because maybe it's Coach McCarthy, right? Getting these guys to do the little things. That's a winning play that makes a difference between winning and losing, and people don't talk about it enough.
Well, like 5 Jets around the football, and Biotish for the Cowboys. Here on 3rd and 2, they go back to Lamb, who is feasting here early with a 5th catch. And now Prescott's 10 for 10. Speaking of a perfect 10, let's go back to our studio crew with an update.
Matthew Stafford taking what the D gives him.
Yeah, 6 yards out, he finds Kyrian Williams right here in the flat. He takes it over. Rams 10, San Francisco 10.
Rams not looking so bad, huh, Coach? All right, let's take it back to Jim Nantz.
Yeah, the Rams surprising last week with their win up at Seattle. 1st down for Dallas as Pollard runs behind Biotish. And he's got to about the 39. Pickup of about 5.
And what a start by Dak Prescott. I mean, best of his career, it just said. And I think that speaks volumes for where this offense is going and how tough they're going to be to defend. Obviously, the first week I told you about you needed to protect the ball and ensure a win. But this is a great start for this football team. It shows you him and McCarthy are in sync.
2nd and 5. Fakes it. Here comes the pass play and a diving 1st down with Tolbert. Boy, C.J. Mosley almost got to Dak in time. He had to unload it in a hurry, and Tolbert was there.
Well, I got the pressure coming right at you with Mosley on the top of the screen, and Dak hits that back foot and sends the ball right at the perfect time.
And now he picks up the 1st down with the snake.
And that's going to help Dak Prescott a lot. Some areas, last year leading the league in interceptions, you know, he was even out for a number of games, and I just feel like this is how the game gets simpler. This route, you hit your 5th step, the ball's out. If the ball isn't out as you're hitting that 5th step, you don't hang on that guy. You move right into your hitch, into the next guy. If the ball's not out there, you go one more hitch. If it's not, you run, you move, you throw it away. And I think you're going to make the game simpler over and over again by creating that.
He threw 15 picks last year in the 12 games that he played. 1st and 10. Pollard shakes off the tackle and picks up about 3. In fact, speaking of injuries, Dak was not in game 2 last year. We were here for the Cincinnati matchup, and it was Cooper Rush who led them to a last-second win over the Bengals week 2 last year. Stream the NFL on CBS Live all season long on Paramount Plus. Try it free at ParamountPlus.com/NFL. So now 12 for 12 is officially the best start of his career.
You see how fast he's getting it out?
And how fast they're going from one play to the next, as they've got another 2 yards for Pollard.
You substitute a guy, someone runs in, someone runs off, you're bringing 2 in, and now watch the speed at which they get in the huddle. The play call's already in. Takes Coach McCarthy about 2 seconds, and he knows he's ahead, right? You're always ahead of the call. What's the possibilities on second and short, or is it going to be third and blah? It's just he knows it, and he has it like in his repertoire, and that helps everybody to get to the right play.
It's a 3rd and 7 from the 30.
Here you go. Moving over to 57. That means slide the line. Giannis, you come this way and help block over here.
Here they come from the pocket. Got another first down as the catch is made by Tolbert, his second on the drive.
A little more pressure early in this game than we see, but watch. He actually said paint 57, which means, Zach, you take him as the extra down lineman, and you 3 on the left. But getting the ball out over and over again under a little bit of pressure, and you see it's a good pressure stunt up front, but that's the footwork and the routes. Great synergy right now.
Tolbert had 2 catches all of his rookie year a year ago. He's got 3 in the first half today. First down handoff. Dowdle manages to fight through it to about the 20.
Great balance by Dallas right now. I mean, this is 13 pass plays, 13 run plays to start the game, and your quarterback has 13 completions. I mean, it's about as good as you can do to start a game. If Vaughn would have not stumbled, you'd actually have started the game perfectly on offense.
2nd and 7. Dowdle remains in the backfield. Pressure, and Aegis takes the incompletion, his first of the game, as Adams came up with the safety blitz.
This is a great job dialing up the blitz. You're going to see safety come running in, and he times this perfectly on the outside. And right there wasn't enough time to get the ball to Dowdle on a screen pass. Good job by Tony Adams to time that up.
Cowboys 6 out of 7 on 3rd down. 3rd and 7 it is. Catch is made, and Gallup got up. And they said he was not down when he made the catch, so they let him stretch it out, but he's still 2 yards short.
You're going to see a slant. It's a free safety blitz. You got to give the quarterback, I think he was probably down back a yard or 2.
They're going to go field goal. 4th and 2. They're going to go field goal.
Well, they brought Adams again on that play, and you see he's coming free over and over, and that will be interesting to watch how much Salah's going to keep doing that, because that's not always supposed to come free. But
what a story this is. Their kicker, Brandon Aubrey, the 28-year-old rookie, former professional soccer player, right out of Plano, local kid. And boy, he makes that look easy. Drills it from 35 yards away. Dallas 10-0 early 2nd quarter. He graduated from Notre Dame, was a soccer star for the Fighting Irish, and went in the 1st round of the MLS draft in 2017 to the Toronto Football Club, and took up an interest in kicking a football and changed sports. By the way, let's take a look at Next Gen Stats, powered by AWS.
Well, you're seeing the evolution of Micah Parsons. Last week he lined up inside as much as he's ever done in his career, and you're seeing the ability to get these other guys one-on-one on the outside, and they use that speed and they come at you in waves. You saw today we're going to line him out there, and now he's going to go all the way back inside. And this is why Dan Quinn, this defensive coordinator, is as respected and doing as well as any coordinator in the National Football League on either side of the ball. What a steal for Jerry to keep him the last 2 years.
Here's a first down pass play, and it is dropped. There was pressure coming from Parsons again, and Wilson got decked by Micah afterwards.
Well, and this is a screen pass, so it's not the worst thing for Brown to allow him to get back there. You want to kind of slow him a little more than that, but this is the same as last week. I mean, Micah Parsons almost sacked the quarterback last week on a screen. Daniel Jones, he almost did it again here, and it's like, you know how fast you have to get back there?
He has finished 2nd as the NFL Defensive Player of the Year the last 2 years, 2nd in the voting.
I think that's about to change.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Hall able to escape a quick hit and take it just across the 30. And now the Jets will go for 3rd and 5. They picked up only 1 first down in this game, and that came on the fake punt.
Well, they're not going to fake punt here on this 3rd down.
No, I don't think so.
That was 4th down anyway, but What patience by this back. I mean, he's really something. I mean, just unique. And there's coordinator Nathaniel Hackett comes over after head coach of being Denver last year and thought he was going to have Aaron Rodgers in a 3rd and 5 in this game. Instead, he's got Zach Wilson. We'll see what he dials up for him.
Got Garrett Wilson at the bottom with Diggs on him. Here he steps up and throws, and it's incomplete. That was Jordan Lewis on the coverage of Randall Cobb.
And this is on Randall Cobb. Good job stepping up by Zach Wilson, but Randall Cobb moved upfield right at the end.
Parsons a little shaken up. Going around Dwayne Brown.
A little.
Yeah, some
that happens when
friendly
you get
fire
two
there.
fast
Lawrence
guys. Yeah,
got him low.
So many hits. You're down on that field, you see those things, and these guys are going 100 miles an hour out there. That's why everyone's sore on Monday, even if you don't get injured.
Morstead with his 3rd punt. He's had 2 beauties so far. Turpin with a late signal and makes the catch at the 22 with Hardy right on top of him, ready to hit him if he didn't fair catch it. Parsons looks to be okay. Got a break. A little leg whip from his teammate Lawrence, but
I mean,
he's going to be fine.
Think about the start. 40-0. This defense didn't give up a point. They've given up 13 plays, averaging 2 yards a play to start the game.
There's a handoff again to Pollard for a couple of yards. Yeah, they've had the opponents now. I'm talking about the Cowboys. 15 drives by the opponents without any results.
It's a rarity in a game that's supposed to be about offenses that have taken off. This season, though, you called it last week, a lot of defense. Defenses are catching up in a lot of ways.
2nd and 8. Play action. Down the middle. Ball tipped, incomplete. Going for Gallup.
Dak got away with one here. This is thrown into coverage. And Gallup takes a big hit right at the end.
Jerry Jones visiting with Taylor Sheridan, the co-creator of Yellowstone, which premieres on CBS tonight. His show, experience the television phenomenon from the very first episode. Watch Yellowstone on CBS starting tonight after 60 minutes. All part of CBS Fall. 3rd and 8. Deep ball. Down the field they go, and that is well covered up by DJ Reed. He was running step for step with Jalen Tolbert.
Tolbert's got some juice, and you'll see a great job. It's a stop and then go, and DJ Reed does not fall for it and still keeps up the speed and doesn't let Tolbert run around him. And I think really going into this game, I was really impressed because we all know about Sauce Gardner and how great he is. But I looked on the tape, and DJ Reed is also playing at a very high level.
So Gibson again, waiting for a chance to return. 2nd punt for Anger. His first went 50. Bouncing around. Here's Gibson from the 25. Nothing there this time as he's hammered back. Gibson, who's raised right here in Dallas at Woodrow Wilson High School. Now can the Jets muster something on their next series? Halfway through the 2nd. We'll find out and see if things can change now. From the 32. Good fake down the middle. Oh, he ripped it. He got Garrett Wilson in stride. And this is going the distance. Just like that, the Jets have life.
And wow, what a strike. And you went to the guy who you should have went to on the 3rd down previously. What a throw. This gets you back in it and makes up for a lot right away.
We saw them during the timeout talking. Wilson to Wilson. And they come right out and go with it.
And this is where Dallas is so aggressive on the back end. They play man-to-man coverage so much, and this guy eats man coverage up. And you see it's really not bad defense. It's just a bad angle by Hooker, 28. And when you're going to play lower as a free safety, you better be in on that tackle, because if he gets by you, he's gone. And right like that, the Jets are in this.
Wow, 68 yards, career long for Garrett Wilson. An extra point by Seibert is good. Wow, they teamed.
Well, I think last week's was incredible. It was a fade that really he might be the only one who could catch it and make that catch that he did, Garrett Wilson. But that is the way that I think you got to design and play. You got to remember, Nathaniel Hackett in 2000. Actually, Jim, give us the Verizon halftime.
Well, it's coming up, Tone. I know you're anxious for it to get here. The Verizon halftime report with JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, Coach Cowher. Scores and highlights coming up on the Verizon halftime report. Back to you. What do you say?
I just think that's how you have to play. You play action, right? Run the football, play action screen. But if you can get these one-man routes, two-man routes on the outside and let them go to work, teams are going to come down and play you in man coverage, single high. That's going to give opportunities. It's easy on a young quarterback to get that ball, look at one guy, check it down, or move.
Let's see if that carries over that to the defense as Michael Carter covers up that to Dowdle or Vaughn. Vaughn right away pushed back.
And you got to remember, in 2017, Nathaniel Hackett was the offensive coordinator. We did the game with the Jaguars. They went to the AFC title game with Blake Bortles, who had a fantastic season that year. But in some ways, this team is built structurally like that. Great defense, so he knows how to play small ball and get the quarterback one-on-one opportunities outside, and he showed it there.
They came back after going to that AFC Championship game with a 10-point lead, by the way, in the fourth quarter before losing. Here's Prescott, 2nd and 9. Oh, what a hit.
Oh,
and he holds on Lamb at the 46. Tumbled by Tony Adams.
Wow. This was an incredible catch. And I don't think people realize how difficult knowing. Right here, he knows this free safety's coming over. And that's risking body and limb, and to hang on to it and really get, I mean, he's so good, Jim. They put him inside. He's inside, outside, but that's where he's the most dangerous.
Adams, who delivered the hit, is the one who's shaken up.
He didn't think that was going to happen. You'd figure
it'd be the other way around. As Lamb goes to now 99 yards on 6 catches.
It was a great strike by Dak Prescott. A little high up your teammate, but it was also right in rhythm.
Adams able to run it off to the sideline. 6 targets, 6 catches, 3 of them for 20 plus.
Is that efficient or no?
Amos comes into the secondary, replacing Adams. It's who else? Lamb goes over 100. With wide receiver screen.
This is Mike McCarthy special right there. Go ahead, watch. See, Lamb, you're going to go ahead and chip the defensive end and just stand there. Just unique ways to get him the ball. Impressive.
2nd and 3. Watch out. Oh, it was almost sauce to the end zone, and he is just sick about it.
I mean, this was a great read by him, and that would have gone to the end zone. Nobody. He had daylight all the way. Watch this. Dak knows it right at the end. He tries to throw it high, and he should have caught that, actually. Wow, it looked like it was a little further away. And that is a ball hawk. And he doesn't come down with it. Wow. I mean, could you imagine the Jets could have just taken the lead right there?
Just like that.
Like 5 plays, just completely switched.
3rd and 3. Pressure. Got it away. Turpin, first down, Dallas at the 38. Amos, who just came in, makes the tackle. Huff almost broke up and disrupted the play.
I want you to watch Huff. I love this guy. He's come on. They've got depth everywhere, but this young player is showing his future is really bright, and a great job by Dak Prescott standing in.
Prescott able to unload it. Incomplete. First time that Lamb's targeted without a completion.
Yeah, this is what makes the Cowboys so difficult, just how many different ways they use CeeDee Lamb. Last week, you know, last year he went in motion a lot and he got the ball. Last week they used him in motion a lot and didn't give him the ball, and so they're using him as a blocker, a motion guy, line up in the slot outside, and it's just hard to double team a guy like that, Jim.
Look at that. He's got more than half of the Cowboy total yardage, which is just over 200 for the game.
He's the guy you come in the game to stop in the passing game.
2nd and 10. Warren with the screen. It's Vaughn and Deuce able to somersault for a first down.
And everyone knows about Deuce. He's got some electricity in him, and you see right there that burst. The Deuce is loose.
Yeah, he's bringing some juice. Look at this.
Oh, must have had. You know the story on him.
He's got ties to the Cowboy scouting department.
Father's in the scouting department, and he was crying the day he was drafted. What a great moment for the dad. And to make the football team on top of it, and then to get playing time, and then to show that ability.
Rookie out of Kansas State gets the call again. Talk about Deuce on the loose. He's to the 13.
Really hard. They run it inside, outside. This is diverse a running game. You'll see he just beats Tolbert to the outside, and really New York was a gap off, and that's just the speed to the edge, and this is a difficult offense to go against. I'm impressed. Mike Solari, the longtime offensive line coach, is really good, Jim.
They go with him again.
He was here with Tom Landry.
Oh, you're talking about somebody that
Solari, yeah, the old line coach for the Cowboys.
Deep history around this league, and comes back to Dallas. To think that he has that tie. Speaking of juice, we were talking about Solari with Dak Prescott. He says he acts like he's 30. He brings a lot of juice. That's what he said.
Well, you saw Tyler Biadasz run down and get that fumble. That's part of that is himself and doing the right thing, but that's coaching as well. And then you see the diversity in the run game. They do everything. That's because the guy's seen it all.
2nd and 7. Pollard back in the game. They're going to throw it to him. Able to catch it and get thrown right back by Whitehead, who had that remarkable 3-interception night on Monday.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, anytime the ball was in his area, he would come down with it right away, and then he made those plays as well. It's not just that it was coming to him. He actually went and got it. And, you know, I am impressed with how fast Dak Prescott is checking the ball down, getting through his reads, because they're still getting some pressure up around him. But he's taking that on and getting it out, showing off the footwork.
He's got 3rd and 7 from the 11.
Another motion by CeeDee Lamb.
He's looking for him, and the ball comes out incomplete. Didn't take it to the ground.
Yeah, but this could be a penalty. Did they go low?
Franklin Myers, I think, might be flagged for it.
Yeah, it's either a hold on the all-line or he went into the quarterback low.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 91. Penalties half the distance to the goal line, 1st down.
This is interesting. You can't go low on a quarterback, but if you get pushed in or your leverage, and it looks like that's a tough one. That's right in between, Jim, because you're almost falling down, right?
Yeah, you can make a case, too, that Steele kind of threw him in that direction a little bit. But it's a 1st and goal after that call.
I mean, he just bull rushed Steele, and that's not easy to do. He's a big man.
Just outside the 5-yard line. Pollard with the handle, and that Jets defense has contained him so far in this game. 10 rushes for only 24 yards.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 keys I thought going into the game, right? I talked about the play of Zach Wilson. Well, the second one is red zone by the Dallas offense. Number 1 in the league. Last year going against one of the top 5 defenses in the red zone, and strength on strength. Whoever wins these battles has a great chance of winning this game.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and goal. Prescott buying time, and he goes down. What a play back at the 13-yard line by Solomon Thomas.
Wow, they come at you in waves, and what a huge play if you're a Jets fan. Winning the red zone areas so far.
2-minute warning. It's 3rd and goal at the Jets 13.
Watch this, Jim. You got a linebacker up in there. Him. You come after him. They do with 1.
To the end zone. Pass. Not there, but a flag on the Jets. Penalty marker is thrown.
I can't believe, I did not expect the Jets to come after him and play man-to-man and give them an opportunity to make this throw. I mean, you have the whole field there, and it was really not a great throw by Dak, but perfect.
Pass interference, defense, number 1. Excuse me, number 26. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line, 1st down.
Well, you'll see the one-on-one.
It's Eccles.
And right there, you're going to get called for that all day, but boy, that's surprising on 3rd and long.
Here's 1st and goal, and he's got another touchdown pass with a flag down. This one to the rookie tight end, Schoonmaker.
It's a great play design. We're going to find out if it's a hold or if someone picks someone, because to me, everything looked clean. If you're the Cowboys, I think it was a hold. On 52 for the Jets.
Iguavin would be the one if it's on Iguavin.
Yeah, it'd be 52 Iguavin if it is, but
a touchdown would hold up for another tight end touchdown.
Oh, they're going to talk to the Cowboys side, which means there's a chance there's 2 penalties. And I think he's going to say, we'll take the touchdown. Possibly add something on after for the kickoff.
There are 2 fouls against the defense on the play. Holding, number 52, that penalty's declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 72. Giles has elected to enforce that penalty from the PAT, so they'll go from the 2 to the 1-yard line and try the try.
Interesting, they're going to go for the 2 here. So Luke Schoonmaker, your first NFL reception goes for a touchdown. There's the roughing call, roughing the quarterback on Clemens.
Yeah, there's been some bang-bang calls that if you're a Jets fan, you're not excited about. But Dak standing in, thanking the Lord and being excited. And I'll tell you right there, that's a great play design by Coach McCarthy. Get someone wide open. This is huge right here.
And they'll take it to the 1 off the penalty and go for the 2. He's tripped after taking the snap, but he hands it off, and Pollard converts. Tony Pollard takes it across from a yard out.
And what a shock. Zach Martin, the right guard. If they're in a 4th and short or going for 2, it's going to go in that area, and he clears it out. Dallas with a great drive.
By the way, that gives Prescott now 21 completions, while Zach Wilson is 2 for 5, 21 to 2. And of course, the last throw by Zach went for the 68-yard touchdown. First points against Dallas this season. During pregame today, both Solomon Thomas and Dak Prescott wore cleats representing their foundations focused on suicide prevention awareness. Both men lost siblings to suicide, and with September being National Suicide Prevention Month, their foundations are forming a month-long alliance aiming to amplify access to free, around-the-clock mental health and crisis support for individuals in need. To take action for you or your loved ones, go to mentalhealthishealth.us.
There we go.
1:52 to go in the half. And there's another completion. This one goes for about 8 to Conklin.
This is a huge moment right here. So we haven't seen a ton of this on the road against a great defense, but you just came off some big momentum for yourself, right? That's the biggest throw maybe he said, and maybe ever in the National Football League, but it's hard to say that when you win some other games.
That pass caught. What a job by Carter to hold on as Van Der Esch pops him pretty good.
But you know Aaron runs these a certain way, and so you're now trying to make it your own and see how fast he can go, get to the right play, protect the football. But these are the times you have chances to get a big play. They can be soft, check it down, then throw it behind him.
Parsons was coming in, but another completion to Conklin. So they come right out, 3 quick completions, and the Jets now take their first timeout at 1:07.
Nah, I don't think they're going to take it yet. Usually you wait till under a minute. Yeah, they look like they were going to.
I thought I saw a signal from the sideline. You're right, they're going to run it down.
And right here, it's like, just keep taking what they're giving you. You're going to see them get a little bit tighter as you get around the 50 and past.
2nd and 4. Feeling the pressure, he rolls out. And now with Lawrence there, he shoved out. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a sack for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was an excellent job, though. Right there, I want him to make that decision a second sooner, right? He's looking. Run. And he did a good job by moving, but that has to happen quicker.
Seibert, their new kicker, might get a call here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right here, you've got multiple options. You can hand it off. You've got 3 timeouts. You've got all the time in the world, but you cannot put your team in a position to go to 4th and 1 and have to make that call. Right now, I would hand the ball off. They're a little light on the left side.
There it is, and they go to the left side, Tony, as Carter picks up the first down right at midfield.
Now you use the timeout. This is a perfect start to the drive. Taking what they give you, and now you're in position to be aggressive.
Back in 30 seconds after this from Lowe to the Cowboy 49-yard line, and 1st and 10 with 2 timeouts.
You got to watch it over here. Micah Parsons here. He's on this part. He's going to go ahead and do a stunt.
We goose! We goose! We go!
Cowboys coming after him. Wilson takes off. Van Der Esch misses the tackle. Got enough of him, I guess, to trip him up, but a good scramble by Zach Wilson, and another timeout called by the Jets.
This is what you should do. They play a ton of man-to-man coverage in the world. They're going to play normal defense. You got a shot to take a downfield throw one-on-one with your top player if you want it, but to me, no sacks is the most important thing.
Here's Wilson. Gonna run again. Picking up big yardage. He just a moment ago had a 12-yard rush, the longest of the day run, that is, for the Jets for 12. This one went for 16 more.
When you're in man-to-man coverage, you turn your back. This is huge that they're figuring this out.
Timeout Jets, and we go down to Tracy.
Jim, a few defensive injuries to keep an eye on for the Jets. Safety Tony Adams dealing with a hamstring. Nickelback Michael Carter II in the locker room with a left elbow injury. Safety Jordan Whitehead, he limped off, pointing to his calf. He was in the blue tent for a while. And as for the Cowboys, left guard Chuma Edoga in for Tyler Smith, came off holding his elbow. He is getting x-rays right now.
Okay, Tracy. The Jets are out of timeouts, but they've advanced it all the way to the Dallas 21.
Now it gets a little bit tighter, right? No timeouts. You still have multiple plays. You can throw the ball inside. This is a man-to-man team. If they bail out and go cover two, check the ball down. If these guys go out wide, you check it down in the middle of the field. If they come down lower, take your shot.
Going to run for the third straight play, and he gets hammered high, but they'll have to hurry now.
Hurry up, get up.
Curse who hit him.
Aaron Rodgers, an older veteran quarterback, will get up and say, all go, all go. Everyone get up and go, all go. A younger guy, he'd clock the ball.
Here we go, son.
That's what he does. So 16-yard line, 12 seconds left.
Not worth the run on the last play. You saw the guy come down when I circled him, Jim, the safety. When he comes down, that means you have stuff down the field on the outside one-on-one, and you have the ability to get multiple shots to the end zone. Now you're in trouble. 12 seconds. You got to work out of bounds, get it 5-10 yard out as quick as you can, or to the end zone, obviously. But to me, if you throw this ball inbounds, you cannot clock it. If you run short, you cannot clock it. You'd have to get up and snap the ball.
From here, it'd be only a 34-yard field goal if there's an incompletion. Here's Wilson. Throws, wobbler, and almost intercepted by Diggs. And they'll probably, they're going to bring out Seibert.
Well, and this was a great job at DeMarcus Lawrence. He hits his arm, otherwise this is a touchdown. This was a great route by Garrett Wilson, and DeMarcus Lawrence saves a touchdown. You see those two guys not guarding someone? That's Garrett Wilson in the corner of the end zone. And he had him.
Seibert, who was drafted into the league by the Cleveland Browns. He's 80% on his career in 55 attempts. 34 yards out, and the replacement for Greg Zuerlein at the last moment. One of four kickers who auditioned this week with Zuerlein out with a quad injury. There is Greg, former Cowboy kicker as well. They put 3 on the board, Tony. How vital was that?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, to go and get the 3 points is big, but also huge for Dallas not to give up the touchdown. I want you to watch, Jim. Down at the bottom, Garrett Wilson on this route. It's going to be a wonderful route. Right here, he's about to throw this ball, and he's going to come out and really shake Diggs on the play. And that's going to be a touchdown. That's wide open in the NFL. And you see Garrett is upset. Watch this move. Now he, whoop.
Oh, he had him. He had him. You're not kidding.
I mean, he just juked Diggs right there. And Garrett Wilson's so hard to cover. I think he is exceptional. And right now you see a smile on his face. These two, they've been waiting to get that connection. They had a really good first half that did not start out very well, but protected the football. 5 of 10, 94 yards and a touchdown.
I think Zach just said to him, man, I saw you. I had it, but I got hit in the arm. Ball picked up and swallowed up just to be safe by Lipke, their fullback. And just 1 second to go before the intermission.
And really, I would say both teams feel pretty good, right? Like New York,
well,
like
Jets,
they were about to get blown out.
Yeah, the Jets got to feel like, hey, they've outsnapped us by 20 snaps, and it's a one-score game.
There was one time you looked down, I think you said, like, after they scored, it was 10-7. There's like 44 plays to like 13.
It really was.
And it was like you're never in a ball game unless things go your way with turnovers or such, which it hasn't. And what a half by this Dallas offense too, right?
Put up 220 yards on 2 touchdown throws by Prescott. Parsons had a sack and wreaked havoc a bunch of times. Halftime with the Cowboys leading 18-10. Halftime next after these first half highlights from Verizon. And a word from your local.